What is going on, guys? Dave from Wake Up It's Football, bringing you guys another draft profile. Today it is Blake Bortles, UCF quarterback. And just remember, look down at the date of this video. A lot of draft stock shifts and changes in the next 4 months, so keep that in mind. But let's get into this one. Again, Blake Bortles, UCF quarterback, 6'4", 230 pounds, some collegiate stats, 65.7% completion percentage, 7,297 yards, 53 touchdowns, 17 interceptions. Blake Bortles is being regarded as one of the better quarterbacks in this upcoming draft. Many want to say Teddy Bridgewater is the best quarterback. Blake Bortles and guys like Derek Carr and Brett Hundley are right behind them. So Blake Bortles in the conversation to be a top 10 quarterback taken. Let's get to some pros and some cons. First of all, his size. I noticed that, standing at 6'4", he stood tall in the pocket. He showed great patience in the pocket, so that was one thing I noted. But also for his size, he had great elusiveness in the pocket. Whenever he was under pressure, whenever a defender came off the edge or up the middle, it really didn't matter. Blake Bortles showed great elusiveness, which worked into his footwork as well. And he got out of a lot of nasty predicaments. He would scramble out of the pocket and he would, get a 5-10 yard gain on the ground. So in that respect, I really like Blake Bortles. And not only scramble out of the pocket, but stay in the pocket and complete passes as well. So when you're watching Blake Bortles' game, look for his elusiveness in the pocket, look for his footwork in the pocket, especially for you guys who are watching tape on him. Note that down as a pro. Also, he has a strong arm and a strong release, especially in the short and medium routes that he throws. When he gets to his deep routes, his accuracy is a bit off, but he does get the ball out when he needs to, which was a pro as well. Now, cons, again, deep ball placement or accuracy. His deep ball is something that he really needs to work on. A lot of his deep balls that he throws are underthrown. It doesn't really allow his receivers to get anything after the catch. So he needs to work on that. He needs to work on placing the ball ahead of the receiver. That way the receiver can keep going down the field rather than stop, catch the ball, and then get tackled. Patience, I have that listed as a pro and as a con. And this is what I mean. I think patience can be seen in two different lights here. First of all, the pro, he's patient in the respect that if someone is coming at him, someone is pressuring him, he'll stay patient in the pocket. And get the ball off and throw the ball to whoever he needs to throw the ball to. But it can also be seen as a con in the respect that his internal clock sometimes tells him that, he doesn't have 2 seconds. He has 1, and he'll run and scramble out of the pocket, and he'll run the ball instead. You can kind of see that sometimes. I noticed that, I believe, in the it was the Ball State game, the bowl game that they had in 2012. There was a couple of plays where he did scramble around a little bit very quickly, and then he ran the ball rather than staying in the pocket and looking for a receiver. And also QB draws. If you're noticing a pattern here, he runs a little bit too much. I think if you want to be a consistent pocket passer, you have to rely on yourself. You have to be a little bit more patient, which is something that Blake Bortles could work on. But when he does, run those QB draws, when he does scramble out of the pocket, he does usually pick up a solid gain on the ground as well. So he's kind of, he's got two aspects to his game. But if he lightens up a little bit on the draws and the runs, and he starts passing the ball a little bit more, we can see Blake Bortles as a serious throwing threat coming into the NFL draft. Now, draft projection, this was very hard. Now, this is very early. A lot of people want to already put him in the top 10. Right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put him in that late first, early second range. The last 16 picks of the first round and the first 16 picks of the second round. That's the projection I'm going to have him right now. A team could trade up for him late in the first. A team could be patient, and if he's still there in the second, they pull the trigger on him. Teams of interest: Houston might need a quarterback, Jacksonville, Oakland, Cleveland, Minnesota. Now, I have Dallas there. Could we see a scenario where, you have Tony Romo as a quarterback for the next couple of seasons, but they want to draft a quarterback to learn behind Romo in Dallas? Arizona could see the same scenario with Carson Palmer. So those are teams that could be looking at quarterbacks early in the NFL draft. I want to know what you guys think. Get your opinion on Blake Bortles. Throw all your questions, comments, concerns down. But again, another draft profile today. That's all I got for you today. I'm out.